So, you guys, you played the game. You know the game has changed somewhat in those respects. What do we think?
Anybody knows 8th inning, 7-run lead. You don't even need a take sign, Gary. You get your teammate behind you in the on-deck. You get your teammate behind you, get thrown at. Today's game, they don't like to hit people. They, would have gotten hit, and it would get your teammate upset. And I think for Tatis to say that he didn't look for the sign and wasn't aware, I think that he was. And I think it was, I'm purely speculating here, but it is kind of a selfish act, and you're putting your teammate in the on-deck circle in jeopardy. So it's inexcusable.
So let me ask you this. Let me play devil's advocate. Why? Why should he not be swinging 3-0?
Because it's a 7-run lead in the 8th inning, and you don't pour it on. You just don't.
So is the other team supposed to promise not to try in the last inning? Because I remember the Mets blew a 6-run lead in the 9th inning last year. What's the cutoff? How do you? I mean, I understand taking a knee when it's 49-0 and you're going in with time running out, but it's always possible in baseball to put together a big inning. So how do you know when it's not acceptable?
When it's a big lead like that in the 8th inning, I personally would take. I wouldn't even dream of swinging 3-0. I would not do it. And I would not need to look at the sign, even if I was given a hit sign. Number one, they didn't have to go after the guy in the on-deck circle. They could wait next game and get you. And so it's just. I just think it's respect. You don't want to show anybody up. And it's really padding your average. You look at his numbers last night's game. Now you see that 2 for 5 and 7 RBIs. Well, 3-0 hit sign with the bases loaded, and really, meaningless 7-run lead. Gave him 11-run lead.
Let me press you on this a little bit, because you're the guy who always says don't give up an at bat late in the game. So how is this different?
You swing 3-1.
What's the difference?
Okay, after 3-1, 3-0, you just don't do it, Garrett.
But why?
You're asking for trouble.
I'm trying to understand why is that?
It's pouring it on. It's to me, it's similar as stealing a base. And when you have a 5-run lead in the 8th inning, and you're asking for trouble, you're just asking for trouble. It's just like an unwritten rule. Ron, what do you think? Would you be upset if you're pitching?
I think that if you're asking me would I be upset 30 years ago, absolutely. Am I upset now? No. And I disagree with you. And you and I never disagree about anything. But this game has gone to a place where there's very little action, if no action at all. And I do think that big leads are different today than they were 30 years ago. Yes, I think 6 runs can be scored quite easily, and I just think we've gotten to a point now. Unwritten rules, I don't know, they seem to be unwritten, because if they were written down you wouldn't like looking at them. I just think right now, and the way the game is now, and you and I never could disagree about anything, I think you have to let people just play, and because I don't think that the respect that we had for the other team is non-existent anymore.
Okay. Well, no, the one point is, though, the manager gave him the take sign.
Right.
Yeah,
which
that's huge.
Which is an
huge.
entirely different piece of information, and we'll talk more